Google is on a roll with new hardware releases, and the latest are the Pixel Buds Pro, which aim to correct a few issues that the re-released Pixel Buds suffered back in 2020. Are they a major step up, and are they worth an upgrade? Well, here's everything you need to know. Thanks for watching 9 to 5 Google here on YouTube. Remember to thumbs up, hit subscribe, and then tap the bell icon to be among the first to watch our upcoming videos. So there are a number of key changes to the design of the Pixel Buds Pro over the Pixel Buds that you probably need to be aware of. Firstly, the actual earbud shape is substantially changed owing to some of the audio and tech improvements within them. You'll notice larger, more bulbous casings on the Pro model, which is a big departure from the dot-like shape that the entire Pixel Buds series has become synonymous with since entering the market back in 2017. The result is a larger, marginally heavier earbud at 5.3 grams versus 6.2 grams on the Pro model. More of each individual earbud will also protrude from your ears, but the difference overall is fairly minimal. Because the earbud dimensions have increased as well, the Pixel Buds Pro case has a larger footprint than the Pixel Buds case. At least from afar they look almost identical, but the Buds Pro case is flatter and rounder, and it's unlikely you'll notice a great deal of difference in your pocket or in your hand, as the case and earbuds combine to actually weigh less than the 2020 Pixel Buds. That said, this is an important change that is likely owed to the larger internal batteries on those new in-ear headphones. In terms of water resistance as well, both versions of the Pixel Buds have IPX4 ratings. Google has actually never shared the protection rating for the carry case of the 2020 Pixel Buds, but the Buds Pro can withstand minor moisture with an IPX2 rating for that charging case, so a slight splash they should be safe from. Aesthetically though, the cases also have slight changes with the removal of the internal connection LED on the Buds Pro. The external LED has also been moved up to mimic the Pixel Buds A series charging case. Elsewhere, the pairing button is identical, as is the USB-C port down below. Sadly though, the out-of-the-box supported codecs for the Pixel Buds and Buds Pro are identical. That means SBC and AAC are available, meaning there's no true high-resolution audio streaming support, at least for now. The brand new LC3 codec should be available, but that will require the full Android 13 update later down the line, and might not provide the fidelity or streaming bit rates that many of you out there are craving. Audiophiles will likely notice a difference, but for casual listening, these codecs are pretty acceptable. Spatial audio is also set to arrive with a future update to mimic 360-degree sound with the latest and greatest earbuds from Google. Adding to that, there's also a 5-band EQ that's also coming later down the line for some a little bit of audio fine-tuning. Google has also vastly improved the Bluetooth connection strength on the Pixel Buds Pro, and some of you will be very happy to hear that. Disconnections and random dropouts were fixed with the Pixel Buds A series, and the wireless connections using Bluetooth 5.0 have been bolstered again with the Buds Pro, so cutouts are not an issue on the newer version. Because of the actual hardware changes in the earbud shape itself, the fit and seal in your ear canal are going to be significantly different this time around. The rubberized stabilizing fin has been removed on the Pixel Buds Pro, which means the ear fit doesn't necessarily feel quite as secure. With the right silicone earbud tip, this is less of a concern, but the Pixel Buds do have the edge in that regard. Plus, each earbud on the 2020 model will sit more flush in your ear, as we've mentioned. Even with this change though, the Pixel Buds Pro can handle lots of head movement without budging, like their predecessors. When worn in places like the gym or when running, the larger size means that the earbud's main chassis rests against the inside of your ear to help create a seal without needing that stabilizing fin, or at least that's what we believe to be the case. If you are worried about the plugged feeling in your ears due to the removal of a spatial vent on the Buds Pro, you need not be. This had to be removed to enable effective active noise cancellation, but software that enables in-ear pressure relief does help reduce this feeling quite substantially, so it's not something to worry about all too much. Determining the sound quality though can be quite subjective, but it is true that the audio from the Pixel Buds Pro is quite a step up over the original Pixel Buds from 2020. Firstly, the lack of that spatial vent that we just mentioned means the audio is less likely to leak, and you can listen at lower volumes for longer periods. The better seal also means that things sound much more rich, with the bass being more impactful as a result. While the Pixel Buds had fairly solid, if a little flat audio capabilities, The Pixel Buds Pro have received some tuning in all areas, which makes listening to all genres and spoken word content a really pleasurable experience. Like all Pixel Buds prior though, it seems that Google has strived for audio accuracy, but this can be to the detriment of certain genres from a listening experience. Neither the Pixel Buds or Pixel Buds Pro are the best for overall listening quality, but they are great companions for the casual listener and those of you out there who just want a companion every single day. As we mentioned, a 5-point EQ is coming later this year, which will allow for some level of fine-tuning to hopefully improve the Buds Pro audio experience. The latest version also does not suffer from audio hissing or buzzing, which has been a complaint on the 2020 Pixel Buds and even the Buds A series from many owners out there. So if you're worried about audio hissing, it literally does not exist as far as we can see on the Buds Pro. Naturally, ANC on the Buds Pro is a key selling point, and it's solid if a little unspectacular. It will drown out the background hum or traffic in a busy road junction, or even an air conditioner in a loud office. But sharp, loud noises, they will be heard. These are dulled enough though by the ANC to make a little bit of difference, but it doesn't actually manage to fully block out background noise like a pair of over-ear headphones with ANC will be able to. Of course, this is naturally not going to be possible on the Pixel Buds from 2020, which do rely on a good ear seal to reduce distractions in your surroundings. Notable changes are also visible in the functions and features available on the Pixel Buds and the Pixel Buds Pro. The newer Buds Pro actually appear to lack the adaptive sound, bass boost, and the experimental attention alerts features that are available on the Pixel Buds and the A series. It's not clear if this was a permanent measure or if these will come to the Pro version via a future Pixel feature drop though, but we will note that touch controls do remain identical across the Pixel Buds and the Buds Pro, with swipes controlling volume, taps controlling playback and calls, and tapping and holding activates the Google Assistant. But with the Pixel Buds Pro, you're also able to adjust ANC and a new transparency mode, which with that tap and hold gesture on top of that. Because ANC is present, you do gain those new modes, including that transparency option that we mentioned. This will just amplify the sounds around you while you're listening to audio or consuming video content, and this ensures that you're always alert and may actually explain the removal of that experimental attention alerts feature. If you also have multiple Android smartphones, such as a work or a personal device, the brand new multi-point feature on Pixel Buds Pro might be an enticing prospect for you too. This is not new to Bluetooth accessories, and it lets you connect your buds to two devices at once. The Buds Pro will just automatically switch between each device depending on what is happening. For example, when media is started or you receive a phone call, this will actually sync between those two devices and connect to the right one at a particular time. Combined with fast pair for quick device connections, we think this is one of those really nice expanded features, and it shows that Google really does care about improving their overall ecosystem and cohesiveness between Android, Chrome OS, and other devices. In terms of battery, Google has really made some great strides here, at least with longevity of the Pixel Buds Pro, which vastly outperform the Pixel Buds even when you have ANC active. In our experience, the lifespan tends to be at least 1.5 times the previous generation with ANC active, and can be even extended further if you deactivate that noise cancelling function. The carry charge case provides almost 5 full charges for the 2020 Buds, but with a greater base lifespan, the Buds Pro can go up to 20 hours between charges, according to Google. In our experience, the longevity is slightly overstated, but still very close to the 11-hour rating with ANC enabled over there. Charging is the same for both pairs of Bluetooth earbuds. You've got USB-C or Qi wireless charging, and you can use the Pixel stand across both of these. Within an hour or so, or just a little bit of time, you'll have multiple hours of listening after placing on charge with either USB-C or on a wireless pad with either pair. So wrapping up, for many, the intermittent connectivity issues that plagued the original Pixel Buds from 2020 or re-release is a valid reason to look towards the Pro model. On top of that, if you simply want ANC, then that's going to be a no-brainer too. Another thing to note is that because the Pixel Buds have been officially discontinued for over a year, they're often available at substantial discounts from selected retailers. Unfortunately though, it is tough to recommend picking up those earbuds given the volume of complaints and issues that people have experienced. At $199, the Pixel Buds Pro, they're certainly not cheap, but are really competitively priced to many other similar quality ANC Bluetooth earbuds from other OEMs out there. With fast pair and multi-point features and then more on top, They're a great companion for just about any Android phone thanks to Google's wider work at trying to create connectivity between them. If you're happy to pay the premium, you're getting a solid pair of Bluetooth earbuds with decent battery, fairly good sound, and helpful features on top of that. For those with the 2020 Pixel Buds, we think the upgrade might be worth it. I want to know though, are you thinking of picking up the Pixel Buds Pro? If you are, let us know down in the comment sections below why you've come to this decision. As always though, this is Damien with 95Google saying thanks for watching, and I will speak to you later.